Welcome to Megamind. I am David.
And I am Monica.
A quick reminder, please give us a like, hit the bell, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching and supporting us.
Right, love. Tonight we're doing something a bit different. We're rolling all those negotiation secrets you've heard about into a proper story, like a wom-com meets boardroom drama. Less lecture, more lived in.
We're putting ourselves inside the story as the main characters. I'll be the slightly over-caffeinated founder who wears trainers to investor meetings.
And I'll be the level-headed COO who remembers to pack snacks and asks the questions that actually move things forward. Between us, we'll walk through 7 simple negotiation moves that any CEO or team lead can use in real life.
We're not name-dropping sources or books here. We're just showing you, in a proper day-in-the-life way, how these techniques play out. You'll hear each move, you'll see it in a scene, and you'll be able to nick it for your next salary chat, client deal, or even who does the dishes.
We'll break the story into senses. Yes, senses, as in sense 1, sense 2. We'll say the headers out loud so you can follow along. Make yourself a brew and get comfy.
Sense 1. The meeting before the meeting.
Picture this, gray London morning, rain threatening but not fully committing, and we're tucked into a cozy corner of a co-working space near self-work. There's a fern that looks like it's seen too much, and a whiteboard squeaking for dear life.
Our startup has built a slick little dashboard that makes ops teams smile. Today, we're seeing North Star Logistics, who've got budget constraints and a reputation for tough negotiations. We want a paid pilot, 12 weeks, clear success metrics, and the fair price.
Before we go in, we practice the first move. Use strategic silence. It's dead simple. You state your position, then you stop talking. Count to 10 in your head. Let them fill the silence. Most people hate quiet and will keep chatting, often revealing what they really care about or offering more than they planned.
To rehearse, we sit opposite each other. I say, our pilot price is $50,000 for 12 weeks with 2 training days included. Then I clamp my mouth shut. I count to 10 in my head. 1, 2, 3.
And I do what many buyers do. I fidget, I breathe in, and I start filling the air. Okay. Well, we were thinking, maybe could you see how it drags me into the space? The first person to speak after the key point usually loses a bit of power. Silence makes you look like you mean it.
It feels uncomfortable at first, but it's magic. Pro tip, write your number or your clear ask on a sticky note. Read it, say it once, then shut up. Count to 10 slowly. No nervous discounts, no, but we can be flexible if you need.
We also promise to avoid why questions. That's our second move. Ask how, not why. Why can make people defensive. How or what invites them to help solve the problem. Instead of, why is your budget so low? We'll ask, how can we structure this so it works within your budget? See the difference? Feels like teamwork, not interrogation.
We decide our debrief ritual too. After any tricky moment, we'll mirror the last 2 or 3 words the other side just said as a question. That's move 4. It's a little echo that gets them to keep talking. We'll do it with an upward inflection. Too aggressive? Tight timeline? Board approval by March? It sounds daft now, but in the room it opens floodgates.
Before we head out, we set some personal milestones. Mark these down, everyone. First of the next month, do a mini skills audit. On the first Monday of every quarter, schedule a negotiation practice session with a friend or colleague. And by the end of next quarter, have at least 1 measured negotiation under your belt. It could be a subscription renewal or a salary review. Put those dates in your diary now.
Right. Umbrellas up. Let's go.
Sense 2. Lobby jitters and strategic silence in the wild.
We reach North Star's lobby. Big marble floor, giant fake tree, receptionist who could probably run the entire company single-handedly. Our contact, Priya, head of ops finance, buzzes us in.
In the lift, we agree on our opener. We'll state the value and the price once, then silence. If they want to negotiate, they'll show their hand.
We sit down, coffee's on the table, everyone's cordial. Priya says, so, talk me through how you see the pilot.
I nod to David. He gives me the tiny look of, here we go.
David, our 12-week pilot is $50,000, includes onboarding, 2 training days, and a dedicated Slack channel. We'll measure time to resolution and team adoption weekly, aiming for a 20% improvement by week 8.
David pauses. Silence. He counts to 10 in his head. 1, 2, 3.
And she speaks. Okay. The timeline is aggressive, and our budget is tight this quarter. There it is, 2 pressure points. She just told us the real issues.
Strategic silence did its job. It drew out what matters without us pushing. We note it and move to the next move.
I lean in just a touch. How do you see us moving forward with those budget constraints?
Priya, she relaxes a bit. Well, we've got discretionary spend, but we need a strong case. Maybe if we can stage the training and show quick wins early.
I keep it collaborative. How can we structure this so it fits your quarter and still gives you the data you need by week 8?
You can feel the energy change. We're not poking at her with a "why are you so awkward" vibe. We're inviting her to co-design the path. That's the power of how.
Notice, too, asking how turns accusations into collaboration. It gives the other side control, but you still steer. It's like dancing in a tiny kitchen. Someone has to lead, but both people need to feel safe. Speaking of dancing, Monica and I once did a tango class in Shoreditch. I stepped on her foot twice, and she still married me, metaphorically.
Steady on. We did 2 classes and called it a success. But the point stands. In negotiation, make it feel like a dance, not a duel. Monica, sense 4, address their fears. We've pulled out the constraints, aggressive timeline and tight budget. Now we name the biggest worry before they do. It sounds like, you're probably worried this pilot will chew up your team's time and still not prove itself fast enough. I say exactly that. Calm voice, no judgment. Priya, you're probably worried this pilot is going to eat up your team's calendar and not hit useful numbers by the time you have to defend it.
Priya? She nods, grateful. That's it. My CFO will ask, how does this not disrupt Q3 ops?
Labeling the fear doesn't make it worse. It makes it manageable. It tells them we see their world. This builds instant trust and credibility. In your world, maybe it's a salary review. Try, you're probably worried I'm asking for a raise without a clear value case. Naming their worry softens defenses. Then you show how you've thought about it.
Quick note for home life, too. When your partner is stressed about travel plans, try, you're probably worried this trip will cost more than it's worth and will be knackered by day 3. Name it, then plan around it.
Which is our cue to add a little spark. After the meeting, we've got a date night penciled in. If we can wrap this pilot, I'm booking that tiny Italian place in Covent Garden. You know the one, with fairy lights and serious tiramisu.
See? Even romance benefits from honest labeling of fears. You're probably worried we'll talk shop all night. Fair. Sense 5. Mirror their words.
Priya says, the timeline is too aggressive. I mirror, too aggressive?
Priya, yeah, we promised our teams no new tools until after the September rollout.
I mirror, September rollout?
Priya, yeah, a warehouse upgrade. If your training lands before mid-September, adoption will tank. People will resist.
See how it works? We just repeat the last 2 or 3 words with a gentle, curious tone. It coaxes detail without pressure. People love to hear their own thoughts echoed back because it helps them tidy them up.
Tomasz chimes in. Our budget approvals reset 1st of October. I mirror 1st of October. He smiles. Yeah, new quarter, new pot.
We've just learned 2 invaluable anchors. Avoid training before mid-September and align billing with October. That's negotiation gold, simply by mirroring.
Try this everywhere. Your boss says board approval by March. You say, by March? They'll likely spill all the hidden steps you need to respect.
Or, at home. You want Thai tonight? Thai tonight? You might discover what they really want is noodles and a quiet film.
Or a long walk and a hot chocolate. We're very high octane over here.
Sense 6. Get them to know.
This move is counterintuitive. Ask questions designed to invite a no answer. No makes people feel safe and in control. It's the opposite of cornering them into a yes. If you start with, is now a bad time to explore this? They can say, no, it's fine, and relax.
I give it a go. Is today a bad time to sketch a structure that respects September and still sets you up for October funding?
Priya, no, that's fine. Her shoulders drop a notch. Peace unlocked.
Later, when you're following up, try, have you given up on the pilot idea? That no unlocks a real response. If they haven't given up, they'll defend the deal. If they have, they'll say yes, and you'll at least know to stop chasing.
You can also do this when a meeting goes cold. Is it a terrible idea to push this to next week so you're not juggling too much? No answers make people honest.
And yes, you can use it at home. Is it a bad idea to order dessert as well? Monica will say no, then both tiramisus magically appear. I'm not made of stone. Right, before we carry on, here's the middle video reminder. Remember to subscribe. Thank you.
Legend! Sense 5. Confirm their concerns.
Here, you paraphrase their position so accurately that they say, that's right. Not, you're right. You're right means they're shutting you up. That's right means they feel properly understood.
I summarize what we've heard. So you need a pilot that avoids the mid-September crunch, lands training after the warehouse rollout, gives measurable wins by week 8, and invoices against the October budget. And you need to know your teams won't be overwhelmed.
Priya, that's right. Music to our ears. You'll use this everywhere. In a pay rise chat, so you want me to show concrete impact on revenue or cost savings, outline a path for the next 6 months, and keep my client handovers neat so the team isn't exposed. When they say, that's right, you've aligned.
Keep your summary clean. Needs, constraints, concerns. No spin trips, no guilt trips, just the map of their world.
Sense 8. List their objections up front.
This one feels scary the first time. You state all the negative assumptions they might have about you or your product before they can weaponize them. Be brutally honest.
I try it. You probably think we're just another tech startup that promises the moon, burns cash, and disappears. You might worry our support will evaporate or that we'll bounce pricing around once you're locked in. You could be thinking our tool's too shiny for warehouse realities.
Priya, she laughs, surprised. Yes, I've heard it all.
When you say it first, you take the stim out. It shows self-awareness and invites them to correct you. It also builds trust because you're not pretending there are no downsides. Then you follow with calm counters. So here's our support plan, our price lock for 12 months, and 3 warehouse-heavy clients who've done this without drama. And we're happy to start small.
That's the 7th move in action. State their objections before they do, like collecting thunderclouds so the storm is smaller.
Sense 9. The pilot proposal takes shape.
We pull up a clean one-pager. At the top, outcome metrics by week 8. Below, timeline that respects the September rollout. Then a simple budget proposal that bills against the October quarter.
We float an idea. How about you only pay $20,000 upfront to reserve the slot, with the rest invoiced on October 1st? If the warehouse rollout slides, we slide with you. No penalty.
How would the training look?
2 half-days post-rollout. We'll record them, and we'll run an office hour slot every Friday for 30 minutes, so your team gets a safe place to ask silly questions.
Silly questions. I mirror with a smile.
You know what I mean. The ones people are scared to ask. Office hours could help adoption.
We nod. Then a tiny silence. She fills it again. The only other worry is integration with our glove scanner system.
I mirror glove scanner system?
Yeah, it's a quirky API. If you can show our tech lead it won't be a nightmare, I can push this through.
Is it a bad idea to set up a 30-minute tech call tomorrow morning?
No, that's good.
We confirm the concerns once more. So it's integration clarity, training after the September rollout, metrics by week 8, and October billing. That's right?
That's right.
Tick, tick, tick.
And we list the objections again, softly. You might still worry about support and price creep. Here's the support rota and a 1-page price lock. She nods.
Meeting wraps with smiles and biscuits in Tupperware. Good omen.
Sense 10, debrief walk and a hint of romance.
We step into a breezy South Bank afternoon, sun playing peekaboo behind clouds. We do a debrief walk, which is a habit we strongly recommend. Put it in your calendar on repeat, 10-minute walk after high-stakes meetings, even if it's around the car park.
I grin. Tiramisu's unlocked?
Unless you can keep the tech call crisp and confirm the plan in writing, I'll book the fairy lights and order 2 spoons.
Quick relationship negotiation right there. I state my position. I vote for a late dinner. Silence.
I feel it. Okay, late dinner could work if we get a table by 9, and we are not talking about warehouse APIs.
How can we ensure zero shop talk?
Phones in the bag, first toast to us, and a silly question for dessert.
Silly question for dessert?
Yes, like, if you could teleport anywhere for a weekend, where would you go?
Look, we're giving you romance templates alongside negotiation moves, 2 for 1.
Sense 11, the tech call.
Next morning, 9:30 on the dot. We hop on with North Star's tech lead, Sam. He looks like he knows 6 programming languages and distrusts them all.
Sam says, your webhook approach might choke our glove scanner API.
Glove scanner API? Sam chuckles, shares his screen, and shows the rate limits and a few ugly payloads.
I try a how move. How would you prefer we handle back pressure so we don't trip your limits?
He brightens and walks us through a simple queue with exponential backoff.
Then we name the fear. You're probably worried we'll flood your logs and blame your kit.
He nods. That's right. With that, we're on the same side of the table.
I list the objections. You might think we'll vanish after the pilot starts. Here's our on-call rota and the shared Slack channel. You'll get a human.
He says, okay, sounds good.
We close with a clean summary. So we'll push a small data packet every 5 seconds, respect your rate limits, and add a queue with backoff. You'll send us a sample payload by this afternoon. That's right?
He says, that's right.
Done. And I keep the email follow-up tight with bullet points and timestamps. Another habit to note, same-day written confirmation. Put it in your process.
Since 12, practicing at home, the holiday negotiation.
For a bit of fun and real life, we show how these moves work at home. It's Saturday morning, we're in socks and silly jumpers, and we're deciding on a long weekend before autumn gets serious.
I state my ask. I'd love a seaside break in Whitstable, 2 nights next month. Strategic silence. I hold my tea like it holds answers.
I feel the pull to fill the gap. Okay. I'm worried about the budget and the school activities. How do we fit it around the parents' evening on the 3rd and our savings goal for the end of the quarter?
How can we make it work within what we've already saved for travel? Collaboration vibes.
I mirror. Already saved?
David pulls up our little shared sheet. We've got $200 in the weekend pot. If we book train tickets this week, it's cheaper.
I address the fear. You're probably worried it will feel rushed and will be shattered on Monday.
That's right. Then I list the objections. I also think you'll get excited and overplan and we'll end up sprinting between oysters and a museum. We laugh, because it's true.
I invite a no. Is it a bad idea to keep it as a slow food and long walk weekend only?
No, that's lovely. Sorted.
We confirm. So trains booked by this Friday, 1 nice meal, 1 slow day on the beach, and home Sunday night. That's right?
That's right. We clink mugs. See how this stuff quietly improves everything?
Sense 13, salary review example for you. Quick role play you can nick for your own career. Imagine you're going for a pay rise.
Over the last 6 months, I've led 2 projects that cut resolution time by 18% and saved $30,000 in tooling. I'm asking to move to senior analyst at $65,000. Strategic silence. Count to 10.
Manager says, budgets are tight.
How can we structure this so it fits the current budget?
Manager, maybe a 6-month step.
You're probably worried about setting a precedent and fairness across the team.
That's right.
Mirror their key words. Fairness across the team? They'll explain the matrix and the dates they need to hit. Then you drop a gentle no question. Is it a bad idea to agree the new title now with the pay step in January? They'll say no if it's workable, which moves you forward.
Then you confirm the concerns. So we update my title now, align the salary in January, and I'll mentor 2 juniors in the meantime. That's right?
Manager, that's right.
Finally, you list the objections. You might worry I'll push for exceptions later. I won't. If we write this plan down today, I'll stick to it. Bingo.
Banco note. Back to North Star this week in August. Priya messages, we're in. Can you send the agreement with October billing and the training dates after September 15th? We hop on a short call.
I try a no question to set the tone. Is it a bad idea to keep the first invoice at $20,000 to reserve the slot? Priya says, no, that's perfect.
We do a clean, that's right, summary. So reserve fee now, training on the 18th and 20th, metrics by week 8, integration as agreed, and price locked for 12 months. That's right?
Priya says that's right.
We also list possible objections one more time. You might still worry adoption lags. We'll run office hours every Friday, 1 p.m. We'll post short clips to your internal wiki. And if the warehouse rollout slips, we'll slip with you. No penalties.
We hang up and do a tiny victory dance in the kitchen. It looks a bit like a penguin trying salsa, but joy is joy.
And yes, we go for the fairy lights later. 2 spoons, phones in the bag, Monica's silly dessert question. If you could teleport for 48 hours, where? I say, a rainy cabin in Scotland with a crackling fire. She smiles. Same.
See, negotiation doesn't have to be arm wrestling. It's making space, naming fears, and asking how we build it together.
Sense 15, your 30-day practice plan.
Let's set some helpful dates you can actually put in your calendar. Grab your phone.
Date 1, the 1st of next month, do a 5-minute audit. Who are 3 people you'll negotiate with in the next 4 weeks? Could be your boss, a vendor, or your landlord.
Date 2, the second Wednesday of next month, book a 30-minute practice with a friend. Use a silly scenario first, like haggling over who makes the tea, then shift to a real ask. Practice the silence. Count to 10. It will feel cringy. Do it anyway.
Date 3, last business day of the month. Do a quick money check-in. Not predictions, just reality. What subscriptions renew next month? Where can you ask, how can we structure this differently to save a bit or get more value? Make a note.
And date 4, the first Monday of the next quarter, schedule a performance chat with yourself. Did you try mirroring? Did you get a "that's right" from someone important? Jot it down. Tiny habits build big confidence.
If any of those dates line up with your own milestones like open enrollment, annual reviews, or project kickoffs, star them. Remember to note them down now while you've got the momentum.
Sense 16, troubleshooting the moves.
Let's quickly troubleshoot how these moves go wrong inside a mini-scene.
Imagine a vendor says, "We can't do a discount." The amateur response is to panic and start justifying. The better move is silence. State your ask once, then wait.
Or mirror. Can't do a discount? They'll often explain the constraints like minimums or quarter timing, which you can work around.
What if someone gets prickly at a how question? You soften it. How would you like to approach this? If they still bristle, switch to labeling. Sounds like this is a sore spot and you'd rather not go there yet. Give them space.
If you accidentally ask a why question, no drama. Pivot. Let me rephrase. How could we make this less painful for your team?
Monica.
If they keep saying yes without any movement, you've revealed a block. Park it gracefully. No worries. We can revisit next week.
If list their objections feels too blunt, preface it gently. You might be thinking, or a fair concern is, the point is to take the weapon out of their hand by naming it first.
And remember, you're not manipulating. You're creating safety, clarity, and pace. This is how grown-ups get things done without drama.
Sense 17, the investor coffee. Because you asked for a bit of sparkle, we'll give you one more scene. We bump into an angel investor, Mina, at a small cafe near Old Street. She's curious, but cautious.
She says, I like your energy, but early-stage SaaS is crowded. I label it. You're probably worried we're a nice-to-have, not a must-have. She nods. That's right.
I list objections before she does. You might think our market is tiny, our churn will be high, and we'll get stomped by a big player. She laughs. You said it, not me.
I mirror. Stomped by a big player? She explains her past portfolio drama. Useful context. Then I slide in a no question. Is it a terrible idea to keep you updated monthly for a quarter before we talk checks? She says, no, that's sensible.
We close with a how. How would you like those updates? Short email, 2 bullet points, and a graph? She says, yes, exactly. Clarified, safe, done.
After, we sit on a bench and share a cinnamon bun. Monica breaks off a corner and says, you know, I love that we negotiate for rhythm, not just revenue. It's a tiny line, but it's the heart of this whole episode.
Rhythm keeps the work human. Rhythm keeps the romance humming along too.
Sense 18, rapid-fire role play.
We'll end with a cheeky rapid fire so you can hear how these lines sound in your own mouth. Repeat after us if you like.
Ask and silence. The pilot is $50,000 for 12 weeks, including training. Beat. Count to 10.
How, not why. How can we structure this so it works within your budget? Calm, curious.
Address fear. You're probably worried this will eat the team's time and not show results fast enough.
Mirror. Too aggressive? Board approval by March? Upward inflection. Invite detail.
No question. Is now a bad time to explore this? Or is it a ridiculous idea to postpone this to next week?
Confirm concerns. So you need training after mid-September, metrics by week 8, and October billing. That's right.
No question. Is it a ridiculous idea to postpone this to next week? List their objections. You might think we're another flashy tool that disappears. Here's how we'll be here next year.
That's the toolkit. 7 moves, used gently, make everything smoother.
Sense 19, your tiny challenge this week.
Pick one conversation in the next 7 days. Could be with a colleague, a service provider, or even the cafe when they mess up your order. Try 2 moves, mirror once, and summarize for a "that's right."
Then, next week, try a no question. Literally ask, "Is now a bad time?" and watch how people relax. Write down what happens. Keep it small and friendly. You're building skill, not scoring points.
If you want a bigger challenge, set a mini goal for the first of next month. Negotiate 1 subscription renewal. Ask how they can structure it to help you stay on long term. Use silence after your ask, be polite, then let it ride.
And on the last business day of the quarter, do a retrospective. What worked? What felt awkward? Where did naming fears unlock trust? Make a note, so you're 1% better next time.
Sense 20. Q&A vibes without the Q&A.
We get a lot of similar questions, so here are quick answers baked into our story.
What if the silence feels rude? It's only rude if your tone is. Smile, breathe, and hold it lightly. The silence is space for them to think. You're not stonewalling, you're respecting the moment.
What if they never talk? If the silence stretches past 10 seconds, offer a soft how question. How would you like to proceed? Keep it warm.
Do mirrors sound weird? They can if you overdo them. Use them sparingly, 2 or 3 syllables, with a genuine upward question. You're essentially saying, "Tell me more," in your words.
Is listing objections risky? It's brave. It shows you know the stories people tell. Once you say it, it shrinks. If they confirm an objection you can't fix, you've just saved everyone time. That's a win.
How do you avoid sounding manipulative? You anchor in respect. These moves are about listening, clarity, and pace. Not trickery. Keep your values in front.
Can I use this with family?
Absolutely. Just be kind. The goal is understanding, not point scoring. Sense 21. A quiet moment after the win.
Back at home, twilight through the window, mug steaming on the table. I say, "You're probably worried we'll get too busy and stop doing date nights."
That's right. I grin. Is it a bad idea to block Thursday nights this month, 8 till 10?
He smiles. No, we write it down, like good grown-ups.
It's funny. The same moves that close a deal help you keep a promise. Who knew? Also, take a second to breathe in little wins. If you tried any move today, that counts. If you didn't, tomorrow's fresh.
Speaking of tomorrow, put in your diary, first Monday next month. Quick negotiation practice with a mate. 10 minutes. Swap roles. Do the silence. Have a laugh. It all adds up.
Sense 22. Final recap in story form.
Let's stitch the whole day into a neat thread. We opened with a clear ask and silence. The room spoke back, revealing budget and timeline truths.
We shifted to how questions, turning tension into co-design. We named the fear before it to bite, which won trust. We mirrored their words to unlock the nuts and bolts.
We invited no to give them control. We summarized until we got "that's right." Alignment achieved. We listed the objections, stole their thunder, and shared calm counters.
Then we carried the same spirit into our tech call, our investor chat, and our date night. Negotiation isn't a big, dramatic scene. It's a rhythm of small, respectful moves that make life smoother.
If you only remember 3 lines, make them these. How can we make this work? Too aggressive? And so the priority is X, Y, Z. That's right. Those lines will carry you far.
And keep the silence. 10 seconds that change the shape of a conversation.
Right, team. We're proud of you for sticking with us. If you're scribbling dates, here's the nudge again. First of next month for your skills audit. Second Wednesday for practice. Last business day for money check-in. First Monday of the quarter for a self-review. No predictions, just plans.
And if you try any of this and it helps, tell us in the comments. We love reading your stories. They help other people feel brave enough to try too. Drop your comments below and subscribe to our channel. David and Monica are personas we use to make our content more engaging and relatable. We're not affiliated with any organization or product mentioned. Our discussions are just for inspiration and entertainment, not professional advice. Always think for yourself, take what works for you, and make your own decisions. See you next time.
See you next time.